Now I want you to come for a walk with me. We're not going far, just out the front of this gate here. Now what do we have here? Well, actually it's a sinkhole. Do you have one of these in front of your house? Well, we've had this one for around 7 months. We had a big storm in January of this year, and council's response at the time was to put in a protective barrier, which you see some of it here. Now the hazard tape once street the site now hangs over this fence, our fence, giving the impression that our house is a hazard zone. The yellow barricade, the attractive yellow barricade you see here, sitting quite pert at the moment, is often, when we come out, lying on its side as though it's grown tired, sitting something like that with its legs in the air, as though it's grown tired from this long and lonely vigil. The symmetrical witches' hats have often blown hither and thither and don't provide the site much protection. The sandbag you see there often acts as less of a stabiliser and more as a fulcrum on which the yellow barricade swings like a horizontal windmill. Where we are is only one street back from the main street. Just the other side of that hill there is Katoomba Street. So there's quite a bit of traffic down here. Now, anyone that walked down and came upon this hole, they'd be okay at the moment. As you can see, it's sort of protected. But often, as I pointed out, the barricade's grown tired and having a lie down. The witches' hats have frolicked down the street, giving the impression that the hazard is over a much larger area. Now, a foot that went into into this hole wouldn't know when to stop. It's actually a potentially serious issue. But the question is, why am I sharing this with you? Well, I'm just looking for advice. I'm just looking to draw on your experience. If this happened outside your house, how long do you think it might take for council to address it? Do you think it would take 7 months? Would it take 7 months if the sinkhole was outside your mayor's house, the general manager's house, maybe a councillor's house, or even a senior council officer's house? How long do you think it would take to repair? If you can't answer that for me, maybe you can help me with something else. This is the age of the entrepreneur. Maybe we could look at some other alternatives for the use of the site. We could look at using it as a site for the remake of H.G. Wells' Time Machine, where the Eli climbed out of the centre of the earth, or perhaps a remake of the 1960s classic Them, in which giant radioactive ants came out of a subterranean cave and attacked humanity. This is the overall effect. This has been the look of our house for 7 months, and we're looking to do something about it. If you've got any suggestions as to how we might better use the site, we'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, this has been a Blue Mountains City of the Arts production.